very dangerous and unfortunately deadly. Those are tragic,
Wow, wow,
tragic incidents.
wow,
Unfortunately,
wow,
Carl, there are such a
wow,
score of illegal aliens in this
wow,
country. I don't think the Department of Homeland
wow.
Security needs quotas because there are so many people in the
31,700,
country still
man.
illegally.
Rebecca,
It's
you know,
not
in
good.
terms of the Democrats and this being an issue that
31,700.
they've spoken about in the past, do you still
Amazing
feel like this is
scenes.
something that they may
Crazy.
leverage as we approach the midterms? Will this be a talking point?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think it will continue to be a talking point as long as the Trump administration
Oh
continues
my
its
gosh.
rates on innocent people, including
Chilling
school
here,
children,
just
and
munching
putting
on
them in
some
deportation camps. And here's where I think we've got
low
the upper hand
quality
here. We have a
strawberries.
position that says nobody serious is arguing for zero enforcement. Our argument is enforce the law with real oversight.
Apparently there's a lot of nutrients
and
and
clear rules
I think
that
fiber
distinguish this
in
is
the
an actual
stem.
public safety threat versus someone just living their life. And I think that is not a
So ever
soft
since
position.
I've
And
just
accountable
been yamming
enforcement
them.
is not weakness. And it's
They
the
don't
only
taste
kind that
particularly
gets held
nice,
up
but
over time.
health is
Trisha, do you
wealth, I
see
guess.
this as potentially a
These
weak
strawberries
point for Republicans
are
ahead
pretty
of those
poor.
November midterms?
They're not
When you look back to 2024, the top issues were the
oh
economy
no,
and
leaking on
immigration,
myself.
because 10 to 15
Yeah, the
million
flavour's
people
not saying
were
much.
allowed into
Some
our
of them are
country. People
alright,
saw
but
the
it's
images.
pretty
I
hit and
think
miss, and
anytime
it's
you're
pretty
watching any
bland
sort of
as
law
well.
enforcement action, whether it be
Unlike the
immigration
M&S
enforcement or
Red
day-to-day with
Diamond
U.S. citizens,
strawberries.
they're hard to
Oh,
watch. And I know being at the Department of
sexy.
Homeland Security, we
A
were
lot of
chasing our
strawberries
tail
in
to
this
the
country are
wire, trying to
very
get people context,
meaty,
trying to get the
basically,
facts so that
but
people knew
them Red Diamond
exactly
ones,
what
them
they were
M&S
looking
ones,
at. So I think that immigration ultimately
delicious.
will be a win for the Republican Party, especially as Democrats continue to push open border, talking about defunding
Actually,
ICE,
even
which
that,
to
bro, it's
Rebecca's point is
basically
not a serious talking point.
90 seconds left
mildly
here. I did want
flavoured
to get to some of
strawberry
the other
water.
news of the day. President Trump signing an
Oh, yeah.
executive order that would rename
Not
Lake
saying much at all.
Ontario Lake
But anywho,
America within
I
30
digress.
days. It comes, of course, after those
Union
trade
Day
talks
today,
between Canada and the
and
US broke down last week.
I was
Rebecca,
supposed to
how do you
draft
see
up an
this?
email
And
to
do you see
send
this
out
related to
regarding
those trade tensions?
Oh, absolutely.
some
This is
ongoing
totally
issues that the
retaliatory, and I think
union,
renaming a lake
that's
and
going on
calling
with
the
the business and
longtime allies
affecting
officials nasty people
not even just
isn't
people that are part of the
necessarily
union,
what
but
you
just
do when you
people.
don't have an
But of
actual
course,
trade win to
we
point
care
to.
about members.
So
I mean, we
practically
don't
speaking,
just
I
care
think
about
this
members.
does
I mean,
nothing.
I care
Canada
about
isn't
people
going
other
to
than
call it
members,
back.
but
Nobody else
we,
is
the
going to
union,
call it
care
back.
about the
So it's
members,
not
obviously.
leverage. It's theater with no actual effect.
So I
I wish
was
the president was
supposed
focused on
to
things like
draft up an
affordability
email
and ensuring the
to
American people
give
could do
people the
things like
update
eat blueberries and lettuce
with
again.
regards to what's going on with this current
Trisha, do you
situation,
agree there that
and
this is
also
kind
kind
of
of let them know
political
what
theater? How do you see
proactive
this?
steps they
Yeah, I
as
think that as
individuals,
President
they
Trump
as
made his
members
announcement
can
today,
take
we're
with
talking
this
about this
current
issue. We're
ongoing
talking
issue,
about the
which is a
fact
really
that the
bad
United
issue, by
States
the way.
faces a $60 billion trade
It's
deficit
actually
to
affected some
China. We're
people
also
really, really
talking about
badly.
being
But
a piece of this deal is that the northern border,
so yeah, I should have actually done
Canada
this
has
from
not
last
been a
week,
good
but of
partner
course
in helping
didn't.
us secure that against cartels, against foreigners,
Obviously,
against
Do you think
terrorists.
renaming
union
the
stuff,
lake
apart
will
from
help or harm
the
those
day
trade
that I have
negotiations?
set aside,
Well, I think we're
if I
having
try
a
to do stuff
conversation about it
outside of
right
my
now because
union
he
day,
pulled
it's
that. I don't
basically a
think that
myth.
if you
It
did
is
bring up that
basically a
very
myth.
issue, I don't think we would be
Just
talking
because
about that right now on BBC News.
yeah, it's finding the time. Not to say that it's impossible to find the time. It's definitely not impossible, but you know, I'm busy from work. Basically, when I get into work, near enough to when I finish and leave. Then when I go home, I have to come back, I have to log back on, and then have to make sure I work up until my allotted time, and then after that, I just can't be arsed. I don't even want to look at my computer. I mean, I don't want to look at it when I get back home, let alone after when I've finished. So, yeah, it's just all a bit long, man.
Whenever I'm really trying to understand an artistic style, I like to take a sketchbook and have a go
So
at
yeah.
copying it, because in that process you really
Basically
get to
didn't get
appreciate
around to doing it,
skills
so
and
I thought, oh,
techniques
screw it,
that go
because
into making it. Now,
I
picked this one
I
because
suspected we were going to be having a
perfect
meeting
example
today, and
of
I was
artistic
suspecting
style.
in that
Got all
meeting
the
they're probably going to be like, oh yeah, Christian, so we asked you to
symmetrically,
draft that email,
literally,
and I didn't want it to get to the
fantastic.
time, and I
It's
was
got
like,
these
sorry
florid
guys.
designs, so
Either I'd have to
even
make up a
little
line, just say, oh,
flowers
sorry, I
within
forgot,
flowers. And
or
then
just be like,
there's
yeah, didn't get round
three
to it.
characteristic colours, the
Didn't
cobalt
want to go
blue,
for either,
which is
although I was
emulating
tempted at one
Chinese
point,
porcelain. You've got
particularly because
turquoise, that distinctive
ideally I actually wanted to
of
go out
colour,
earlier
and coral
in the day
red,
before work
which
started,
gives a
because
real
today
depth to the whole
was, technically
composition.
is still, National Bird, yeah, National Burger Day,
BBC iPlayer.
basically. So I and Black Bear Burger, very nice burger chain, has teamed up with the chefs at Fallow, the amazing restaurant, and they've done a collab on a specific burger, and I was really keen to go and try it. And yeah, I was gonna run down to one of their locations. Oh, excuse me. I was gonna run down to one of their locations and go grab this sexy looking burger. It's a bit on the pricey side, it's like £18. But I feel like it probably would have been worth it. But basically, I was tired, woke up late. Well, no, I woke up in good time. I was tired, so I was lazy. So I didn't get ready in time, and then time pushed on, and eventually I just didn't even go anywhere. I just stayed up at home. But then at the same time, well, money. I could probably do without spending £18 on a burger, particularly on the last day before I get paid, payday tomorrow. I could afford it, but again, it's always the thing of when one can afford it and when one can afford it. I can afford it, but could I actually afford it? Yeah, it probably would be best to leave it. It's a shame, because I think that collab was only literally for today, but who knows, maybe they might bring it back as like a limited edition thing, maybe. But failing that, there's 1,000,001 burger places. I will be looking to go back to Black Bear Burger.
You've had exhibits of hers before. Tell us about her signature style and these polka dots that she used really across most of her
Is what
art.
it is.
Yes,
I just need to plan things accordingly going forward, money-wise. That being said, money-wise, I need to message Mr. Middleman.
It was really her
I believe the
pursuit of
process
idea of
should have
infinity that
been
began
initiated
with
by
them,
now.
and
I feel like in my
it was
mind it's like
often through
anywhere between the
varieties of
24th or
repetition,
26th.
and the polka dots were
It
just
seems to be
one
ringing
part
bells.
of
I could be completely
this
wrong, but
lifelong
I'm going to have a
pursuit
listen
through
back
art
to what he
of
said, and I
these
will message
ideas,
him
and they took the form
probably
of
tomorrow.
paintings, sculptures,
See what
and
he
of
says.
course her very famous now
Yeah.
Infinity Mirror games.
It was interesting to read.
But anywho,
She
Union
dealt
Day was
with
cool.
mental
Had the
health
meeting.
issues nearly her
Oh yeah,
entire life.
sorry.
It
To
played
go
a
back to
big
what I was
role
going to
in her
say.
art,
So
and
that
I
was
think
it.
even as a young girl in Japan, she said it inspired
I
her
didn't
work.
go
She
out,
said
so it gave me a bit of
pumpkins, for
time to
example,
actually
used
draft
to
up the
speak
email,
to her
and
from
I
time
couldn't
to
be
time.
asked. So I
It was
thought, you
really
know what?
part
What's
of
a
her-
kind of
her
quick
art,
and
wasn't it?
cleverish way to get this
Yes,
email
more
drafted? Because
recently,
it wasn't
there've been
necessarily going to be
many
the
who
final
have
email, because they
really
asked
read
me to
into
create a
her
draft
work,
so that people
these
could input
ideas that she often
or give
worked
their
through
input
very
on it,
publicly in other
so we could all work
statements,
together.
as well
And
as
then
even her poems,
LLMs,
where
of
she
course.
talks very
I don't
openly
often
about
use them, and I
her
probably
mental
really should get
state
into the
and
habit
the
of
way
using
that
them a
art
bit more
helped her.
in certain
When I
things.
would visit her in
So
the
turned
studio in
to
Tokyo, she would often
Copilot,
say, I have to
and
make
you
art,
know,
it's not a choice.
came up with a
And
half decent
her
prompt,
preference was to
fed
make
it some
art
key
all the time,
information,
every day.
and it spat out a
Tell
pretty
us more.
decent
We're seeing
email
some of
that
those images there.
I
Some of these
changed maybe a couple of
rooms, these immersive
words, and
rooms, these
then
mirror
I sent it
rooms, and
another
these were
prompt
almost
just to,
like
you know,
walking
adjust
in
and tweak
to
it
an
a little
art
bit.
exhibit.
But apart from that,
Yes, so
probably
her
less than
infinity
10
mirror
minutes,
rooms,
maybe
which are in
5
some ways
minutes,
her
a
most
5-minute
famous
job.
rooms.
So
She started to
yeah,
create
man,
them as early as
that was good. It saved
1965.
me a lot of time and
And
effort, so
in
I
some
is
ways, it was a very
glad.
simple idea.
glad.
It was to create the
Yeah, big up
illusion
AI,
of
man. This is the
infinity
type of thing
through
that
mirrors
really
and
can actually
lights.
come in handy. So
And I really do think that they were some of the first
positives
truly
along with a
immersive works.
multitude
And
of
by that I
negatives,
mean
but yeah,
that
this
you
is a,
step
I think,
inside
very
her work
positive
and you
usage
can almost
of
forget where
an
you
LLM,
are.
I'd
You're
say,
completely
for me.
immersed in
But yeah, had the
her
meeting, which
creation
was
of,
pretty
at
good.
that moment in time, a sense of infinity.
Spoke on a few cases,
You mentioned there that her
including
work
one of
became
my own.
popular with a mass audience, and she had these big crowds at exhibitions.
But
Was her
yeah,
work
man. It was
always
all in all, it
that
was a cool
popular?
day. There was one member who actually
In some
two
ways,
who I was
Kusama's
looking to
fame
speak with.
and recognition came much later.
the other,
It was
well,
really
yeah,
only when she
the two who I was looking to speak
moved
with, I didn't
back
even
to Japan,
speak with, because one,
really only in the
when I was
last
supposed to
20
contact
years,
them,
when the Hirshhorn
I was supposed to
embarked,
contact them at a certain time,
and
but the
we
meeting
started,
ended up
I
running
worked
over,
with
and
her
then
on
it just
her
got late,
very
and then,
first evening
yeah, I just
nerd
didn't even end up
which
getting
was
back to him. I
only
did send him a
10
message just
years
to
ago.
apologise, but
It gives you a sense
that
that
one, and then there's
the
another one
kind of
who,
recent
my
accolades
case
and
is,
contention
sorry, their
really
case
were
is
very
nothing to do with
recent for
me.
her. She, of course, was well known in the art
Another
world,
member
but
is
in
dealing
the
with their
popular
specific
imagination
case.
and in the broader
But I
culture,
do
it
still
really
need to
has
touch
been
base with them
only the
and
last
just
decade.
check in, see how they're doing.
In terms of you know, the woman herself,
Might do that tomorrow,
she was
maybe?
a trailblazer, wasn't she? She was one of the first Japanese
Maybe.
women to
But
go
yeah,
to New
anywho,
York
so yeah,
City to
that was
pursue
it. That was
art
today.
back
So
in the
yeah,
late
man.
1950s.
Yes,
Bring
I
on
mean,
tomorrow,
she
last day of the
was
week.
an
I
unusual
don't
person
think
for her
I
time.
have
If you can
any.
imagine showing
Well,
up in New York City,
tell a lie.
not speaking
I'm
the
not sure if I have any
language, not
plans
knowing
for
anyone in the
Saturday, but
art world,
oddly
and
enough, I
being
have plans for the Sunday,
being
which,
driven
again, as we know, is a
to
rarity,
connect with
right?
artists,
But
connect
of
with
course,
the
the
art
Sun,
world,
well, technically, actually,
and
from
to
the Saturday
network.
is when Carnival
You know,
starts
that
kicking
takes
off.
a lot.
But
She was
yeah,
really
Saturday's
unusual
like the
for her
warm
time.
up,
An
whereas
incredible woman,
Sunday
incredible
is
life,
the actual
incredible work,
official day.
and body of art
Sunday's the
there as
kids'
well.
day, Monday's the
Melissa
big
Chu, the
people,
director
adults'
of
day,
the
which
Hirshhorn
I'll be going
Museum.
to both.
Thank you for walking us
So
through
yeah,
that
it's
legendary
going to be
Japanese
a
artist, Yayoi
busy
Kusama. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Carl.
part of weekend,
All right,
followed
before we go, a
by
quick
bank
reminder, you can
holiday
always find
Monday.
more on the day's news.
And of course,
At
I
our
managed to
website,
secure the Tuesday off,
bbc.com/news, and you can always see what we're working on anytime.
so I can recoup.
Just check out your favorite
That being said,
social
though,
media
I
sites.
had
I'm
to
Carl Massman here in Washington.
another thing
Thanks
that
for
I had to
watching.
rearrange. Did I talk about rearranging? Saying another, like I already mentioned rearranging. Can't remember now. But one thing I had to rearrange was
Good evening. We've had some heavy and persistent
remember,
rain moving north across
they've
the
got a
country today
formal
with rumbles of
meeting
thunder.
which was
That wet weather
supposed
still
to
with us across
be,
parts of southern Scotland,
I think
Northern
at one
Ireland,
point it
into
was
the
supposed to be
northwest
earlier,
of
then it
England,
was
and
moved to
also
later,
heavy downpours across the
but
southeast.
they're not
But
going to be
pulling
able
out
to
to
make
the
the
North
dates,
Sea
and then the
during
date got
early
changed
hours,
again,
still
and
a few
I
rumbles
think
of
their
thunder with
manager is
it
getting
could be
a little bit,
further west. Temperatures overnight in our
yeah,
towns and cities holding
a little
in
bit,
the teens. So for some, once again,
they're
it's
getting
easy.
itchy feet,
That's just
shall we
tragic.
say.
And we still have outbreaks
Just
of rain
because
swirling
I think
around
there's
in
only
the
so
North
many
Sea at
times
times,
you can rearrange a
fringing back
formal
in
meeting
towards the
before they're
northeast
like, look,
of
listen,
Scotland,
yo, we're
and
not
certainly
doing
getting
this.
very wet across the
So
north.
we managed to settle on a day.
Then showers get
Unfortunately,
going
the day
into the
they've
afternoon,
settled on,
and at times they
it's a
could
day when
line
I'm
up,
not
so
actually
if you're stuck
working.
underneath the line of those showers,
But I thought, you
they'll
know
just
what, screw it.
continue to roll through.
I'll bite the bullet just because I don't want to make things more difficult for the member, and then having the manager stressing them out, and yeah, so I just thought, yeah, I'll take the L, I'll just do it on my annual leave day. It's a decent time as well, it's not like it's first thing in the morning, although maybe that might even be better, to be fair. Yeah, it's at like 2:30, so that gives me time to just, you know, gather my senses and have a shower and all of that jazz, and I don't have to rush. And then after that, I can just go about my day. I think the meeting should probably only be about half an hour to an hour.
I'm on an epic
But
trip
yeah,
across America, marking
so yeah,
250
that'll be
years
happening on
since
Tuesday, but I'm
declaration
just glad
of
I've got Tuesday off,
independence,
obviously,
making
apart
Chicago
from that.
soul food, meeting the
Because yeah, I
cowboys
was
of
not
Utah,
looking forward to
seeing
having
the
to go into
ever-changing
work
city of
the
Las
day
Vegas,
after
and
Carnival.
open
Brother,
up
you
for a new
mad?
perspective
Potentially going in
of San
hungover.
Francisco's Golden Gate
Because
Bridge.
I'm
That's the travel
planning
show
to drink, you
marathon
know,
on
I'm
BBC
planning.
After the
Payday
death
very
of former head
shortly,
of
so
Professor
and
Jason
Carnival's
Ardern,
right
supporters
after
have
payday,
accused the
so
media of a racist
I'm
hate
going to be going
narrative.
in
The
like mad.
allegations he was facing before he died
So
were getting
yeah,
attention
bring it
around
on.
the world.
But
Was the
anywho,
media
I think we'll leave
coverage
it
fair
there.
and
Stay
proportionate? It's all on the media show on BBC.
1,700. Catch you tomorrow for day 1,701.